Oh, two people here, I see. Oh, 27. After a long time. All right, there we begin. Darshit Shetty. Hello. Hello, sir. Monica Wag is saying hello, sir. How are you? Yes, I'm good, Monica ji. How are you? Ram Ram. Pooja the Stardust. Hi, Baba. Happy Guru Purnima. Thank you, Pooja ji. I wish you and your family the same. Radhi, Radhi Gutti Gutti. After so long. Jai Shri Ram. Jai Shri Ram. Warzone Addict. Sujata Uday Kumar. Namaste. Warzone Addict is saying Jai Shri Ram. Jai Shri Ram. Piyush Dubey. After so long. Yes. Good to see you after so long. Ritu D. All right. पीयूष दुबे सिंह सर आते रहा करिए लाइव आप तो गायब हो गए थे Suniti ji is here. Jai Shri Ram. Happy Guru Purnima. Thank you, madam. I wish you and your family the same. Chad Yadav. Hello, sir. How are you? I'm good. All right. Praveen ji is also here. Pranam, sir. Happy Guru Purnima. Thank you, Praveen ji. Wish you the same. All right. So today is a very auspicious day. We are celebrating Guru Purnima. In some places, they are celebrating it tomorrow. Now, and either ways, irrespective of the controversy of the date, we have to understand the Vedic festivals and the celebrations in their essence. All right. So, therefore, either you are celebrating it today or tomorrow, whichever part of the world, you really have to understand what Guru Purnima is, and we have to try and see how we can in tune ourselves with the energy of the cosmos. All right. So today is a very auspicious occasion, and during Guru Purnima, it is said that we should pay our homage, our respects, and our love towards our guru or the different gurus that we have, and that is how that's at a theoretical sense, but we should also be trying to follow their instructions, the words which they have spoken, which is a part of the Shruti, Smriti, or the Itihasas. All right. So today is a very special day, and before we go to discuss on Guru Purnima about Prahlad Maharaj, today we'll be discussing on Prahlad Maharaj, and he is a very exemplifying character from the Srimad Bhagavatam. So, but before that, there are I would like to discuss on the different types of gurus that we have. Different levels of gurus, rather not types. I would say there's no type of guru. There's only one type of guru. So, for example, there are the gurus are at four different levels. Okay, the word guru is very much misinterpreted or misunderstood these days. Many times people think guru is anybody who is your teacher. Okay, every guru is a teacher, but every teacher may not be a guru. Should I repeat? Every guru is most likely a teacher, but every teacher may not be a guru. Okay, a guru is one. There are gurus. There are different. Again, here you can say different types of gurus. There are gurus who can give you materialistic guidance on your career, your career coach or a guide or a counselor or relationships, marriage. Or you can have a guru who is taking you towards a spiritual journey. All right. So a guru is one who can take you finally to God. That is the only business of a guru. That's his only job. That's his only full-time task. One who can take you closer to God. So anybody who takes you closer to God, that person can be anybody, your mother, father, your teacher, or your cool guru, or anybody. That person is actually a guru. Now there are guru at different levels. So first, the first level, the guru, he is known as a Pat Pradarshita Guru. So who is Pat Pradarshita Guru? He is the one who shows you the way to God. Okay, and this is irrespective of any religious boundaries. Okay, this can be true for any religion, any tradition that you're following. Okay, any gender also, of course. So Pat Pradarshita Guru is one who tells you. Imagine there is a spiritual community. Somebody tells you that yes, you can go there, you can benefit from this amazing community which is there in your place. You can also benefit from reading the Bhagavad Gita or the Srimad Bhagavatam or the Ramayana, Mahabharata, or whichever tradition you are belonging to, the Bible, the Quran, the Torah, the Dharmapada, the Guru Granth Sahib. So anything that takes you beyond matter, right? So this is what the Pat Pradarshita Guru does. Okay, Pat Pradarshita Guru does not give you so much knowledge necessarily. That person might end up giving you a lot of knowledge, but his prime duty is to show you the way to God. Okay, or to a spiritual community. So initial days of your spiritual life, who connected you, that person is your Pat Pradarshita Guru, and you should always be very thankful, very grateful, eternally. You should bow down to his or her feet, because if that person would not take the pain to connect you to God, to show you that spiritual community, you would be lying down in the gutter of material existence for the next 1,000 million lifetimes. All right. So understand what that person did to you, that which you can never repay by any material means. Okay. So Pat Pradarshita Guru is a very special personality. He's sent by God, by Lord Vishnu, to bring you to him directly or indirectly. And then he is somebody who connects you to your Shiksha Guru. Okay, then Shiksha Guru is the second level of the Guru, second level Guru who you get, from whom you get Shiksha basically. Shiksha means knowledge about the scriptures, about God, about the different paramparas, about mantras, about anything that takes you close to God. The Shiksha Guru awakens your love of God at a very deeper level. And the Shiksha Guru takes you close to God inch by inch, step by step. And he devises a particular plan for you, depending on your personal situation, depending on where you are at your spiritual journey. So the Shiksha Guru is also doing a thankless task. It's like he picks you up from the gutter and he cleans your body. Body means your body is like the soul, which is your subtle body, which is contaminated by so many unworthy material desires. And then you can have more than one Shiksha Guru also. You can have three, four, five, six, so many Shiksha Gurus. But it is good if you have accountability to one Shiksha Guru. Okay. So the Shiksha Guru actually is very powerful because he's specially empowered by the Parampara to give you knowledge. Okay. On the behalf of the Diksha Guru, who we will discuss on level 3, he's the third Guru. So Shiksha Guru, he is very special because he is the one who changes your direction, your thought process. The Shiksha Guru enlightens you and informs you and convinces you. The most important thing, he convinces you that, look, my dear sir, my dear madam, you are sitting in this material world, but you are suffering always. So do not stay eternally in this material world. Understand that you are a spirit soul, as Lord Krishna says in the Gita. You are spirit soul, you are not this body, right? So therefore enlighten yourself, elevate yourself, awaken yourself, and then by that obtain spiritual perfection and go back to the spiritual realm without taking another birth in this, after this life. All right. So the Shiksha Guru gives you the processes which you should follow, which he doesn't manufacture it himself, he or she, but the Shiksha Guru knows the tradition, the parampara, and from that he instructs you. Right? That is what is the job of the Shiksha Guru, and He initially cultivates you, and he remains like your lifelong guide, friend, philosopher, and guide, right? He's like a counselor to you always. So if you have a Shiksha Guru, then you are extremely fortunate. You cannot imagine the level of blessings that you have if you have a Shiksha Guru in your life. Okay, very few people get the blessings of a Shiksha Guru. I have seen in my life also. And as I said, there can be many Shiksha Gurus, so you can take Shiksha and inspiration from many gurus, like one, two, three, four, five. All right, but it is good if they are connected to the same parampara through the same source. Otherwise, there can be confusion, and you might not know which Shiksha Guru to follow. Okay, I see many people have joined. Like to welcome them. What is his name? Ozan Mimona is saying, "Sir, how to rectify D60?" Unfortunately, no astrology questions today. Let's study much more than astrology today. Ashwini Gautam liked already. Thank you, madam. Uh, I'm sorry, I don't know you're a male or a female. I just thought maybe. Oh, Dhana Priya Imphal. Happy Guru Purnima. Yes, thank you, madam. I wish you the same. Jyoti Datta. Thank you. Namaste. Sanu Devi is saying Happy Guru Purnima. All right. Thank you, Sanuji. Rhythmic Moon. Namaskaram. Namaskar. Subhashish YouTube. Shiksha YouTube Guru. Okay. Thank you. Shalini Tiwari ji is saying Happy Guru Purnima. Hema Srinivas. Sunita Pandit. Subodhini Shetty. Happy Guru Purnima. Kusumita ji. Yes. Thank you, madam. Nice to see you. I wish you also a very happy Guru Purnima. I hope things are fine in Nepal. Ex Winter is saying Namaste, Namaste. Lata Bagri is saying Pranam, we miss our everyday spirituality bite. Why you stop uploading videos? No, I have not stopped it. I'm starting it gradually. Don't worry, you will be getting the videos. So delighted to hear from you on the auspicious occasion of Guru Purnima. Bow down to your lotus feet. Thank you very much. I will offer the prayers that you have given to me as, and I'll accept it and offer to my Guru Maharaj. That is what I can do. Thank you very much. Please continue. Hema Srinivas is saying, please continue Bhagavad Gita Shloka series. Yes, it will start very soon. All right, so many people have joined. Nalini ji, Komal Maru, Radhi Gutti Gutti. All right, Shalini Tiwari, Vinita, Jani Kullar, Poonam Bajaj. All right, welcome all of you. Today we are discussing on Guru Purnima, and we'll discuss about Prahlada Maharaj very soon. Okay, so I was saying the two levels of gurus, Pradashita Guru and also about Shiksha Guru, who is the second Guru. And then we have the third level of the Guru, who is the most important Guru, who is the Diksha Guru, who gives us Diksha, okay, who initiates us. And that person is a very special personality because the Diksha Guru is literally, technically your Guru. So whenever somebody says, my Guru is this person, so what he or she is meaning actually in traditional terms is he or she is referring to the Diksha Guru who gave initiation. Okay, so therefore the Diksha Guru is like the father. The Diksha Guru is like your spiritual father. Okay, the Diksha Guru is like just like a father brings you to this life, father and mother. Similarly, Diksha Guru is the one who gives you another spiritual birth. Okay, so what happens during initiation ceremony is that there's a fire sacrifice in most of the cases, and then all your sins, your papa, everything is collected into a fruit. I'm just giving you an overview. Don't take it literally. All your sins of the past, many hundreds, thousands, lakhs, million, billion, trillion, unlimited number of lifetimes that you have stayed here in this material world, and so many sins that we have performed, all our sins are collected into one single fruit, and then that is offered to Agni Dev in the fire as oblation. And why does the Diksha Guru do that? So what happens is, Diksha Guru is the one who signs a contract with God. He requests God on our behalf that, oh God, this person was very impure, was very materialistic, but now this person is taking into spiritual life very seriously. He or she is taking spiritual commitments. Therefore, on their behalf, I am requesting you, please nullify all their sins, all the wrongdoings that they have done. And I promise you that this person will not commit any further sin now, and will be doing spiritual practices daily, diligently, without fail. Okay. And therefore, if you this person has promised me, so when you take a diksha ceremony, when you take diksha, or rather when you are given diksha, you have to promise your diksha guru that yes, I will be taking this many commitments, I will chant these many number of rounds of the mantras that you suggest, and I will abstain from these bad habits that I have. And then the guru accepts your promise in front of Agni Dev and the deities, and then he prays to the deities, and then he gives you diksha actually. Okay, so then that day you are considered to be initiated. So when you are initiated, you get a new name. Okay, so generally your name always has the surname Das. Okay, so Das means servant. Okay, and as per the scriptural texts, the body of the disciple is actually the property of the Diksha Guru. What does it mean? I belong to the Diksha Guru, I don't belong to me. This means that we should be, the Diksha Guru has the power, the right, and the authority to give any spiritual instruction to you, and it is your duty, my duty, everybody's duty to follow the word of the Diksha Guru till our last breath. Okay, take his instruction very seriously. It is like the aim and goal of our life. Okay, and then when we follow the Diksha Guru diligently, then what happens is, at the end of our life, we go back to the spiritual world, provided we follow the instructions till the last moment. Okay, because God really sees our sincerity. He sees that yes, this person has kept the promise that he had given to my representative, who is the Diksha Guru. Okay, and because the Diksha Guru is so close and connected to God, so God cannot refuse the request that the Diksha Guru makes on your behalf to take you back to the spiritual world. Okay, so therefore, if you have taken diksha from any guru, then it's a very serious business. All right, it's not a matter of joke. It's not something to show to somebody. Oh yeah, yeah, I also have a diksha. It's me also. No, what about you? When are you getting diksha, my dear sir, my dear madam? When are you getting? Well, that's none of your business. Who is getting diksha when, right? So focus on your spiritual life, your journey, and implement what your Diksha Guru has told you to do. Okay, now what can also happen is that a Diksha Guru might have so many disciples. Okay, then the Diksha Guru may not get time to personally talk to every disciple that he has. So in that case, what happens is, the Diksha Guru may appoint some Shiksha Guru as their temporary, not as temporary, but as like their primary guru or their primary guide, who is like a very senior disciple of that Diksha Guru. Okay, so they will always remain disciples of that Diksha Guru, irrespective of who they are under. But what happens is, that particular senior Shiksha Guru becomes like their guide. Okay, so they guide them on any area that they need. And when the Diksha Guru passes away from the world, the disciples still remain his disciples. And then, if the Shiksha Guru is granted power to initiate, then the Shiksha Guru can initiate new disciples later on. Then these disciples become the disciples of that new Shiksha Guru, and then he becomes their Diksha Guru. Okay, so Even if your guru passes away from this world, your diksha guru, he still remains your diksha guru, okay, irrespective of either he's living or he's not, okay, in this material realm. And yes, so that is how the guru parampara is designed, and it is being followed diligently by all the great personalities that we see in Mahabharata, in Ramayana, in Srimad Bhagavatam. What to speak of others, even God himself, Lord Vishnu himself, when he had taken incarnations as Lord Ram and Krishna, he had diligently followed Lord Ram. He was the disciple of, so he had so many, shiksha gurus, and so many rishis he used to take guidance from, like Vasishta Muni is there, then Agastya Rishi, Agastya Muni, then Vishwamitra was there, and then Sutikchan was there. So many, it's like the list is endless. And then we also have Lord Krishna, who was in the ashram of Sandipani Muni, okay, and he also had so many other gurus and teachers, of course. So you may say, oh, they are God, why do they need all these gurus? I mean, you just anyways know everything, right? But they had these gurus because they wanted to set the proper example, okay. So therefore, it is very important that we adhere to this tradition, all right. This is not just a mere tradition which everybody says, oh yeah, anyways, what's all this nonsense, guru, you don't need a guru. Actually, the guru is like, why do you need a mediator between you and God, right? Well, it's a very good question. That brings us to the fourth guru, right? There is a guru who is above the diksha guru also. Who is that guru? Who is none other than God himself. He is the chaitya guru. He is the Paramatma, who is there in everybody's heart, okay. He's there irrespective of your situation. So now many times people say, oh yeah, yeah, I don't need a Pat Pradashita guru, I don't need a Shiksha guru, I don't need a Diksha guru. I have God in my heart, God is there with me all the time. I just look to him and he guides me, he's this person, I always depend on him, blah blah blah. But the problem is, in our contaminated situation, we cannot access God's mercy directly, right? Because we cannot hear him, we cannot listen to him because of our contaminated desires, because of our pitiable situation in this material world. That is why we, although the Chaitya Guru is there within us, but we cannot listen to him directly, right? And that is why we need a Shiksha Guru, we need a Diksha Guru who can actually give us guidance, and who can actually take us. And when we become very pure, when we are very elevated, when our mind is fully controlled, as the Yoga Sutras explain, hmm, when the mind is 100% completely pure of any material desire, then what happens is we can directly see the 400 Paramatma form, the Vishnu form, who is inside our heart. Then we can interact with him directly, just directly we can interact with him, all right. Of course, it doesn't mean that you can now directly interact with the Paramatma, so you go and denounce your Shiksha Guru or your Diksha Guru, all right. It never happens. All the great acharyas of any parampara, any tradition, any sampradaya, they have always revered their own gurus, all right. And we have the example of Ramanujacharya from the Sri Sampradaya. We have example of Madhvacharya, right? We have Nimbarka Swami. We have Vishnu Swami. All these great gurus from the four authorized traditions, the paramparas. They have always revered their gurus. All right, and of course, who can forget the great sage Maharishi Vyasdev, and his guru Narad Muni, of course. All right, so therefore the guru does a thankless task, and whatever we have, what at our disposal, either it's time or our resources or it's our mind, at least we should always offer it to our guru during this Purnima, or any day, generally, not only Guru Purnima, but we should try our best to make some offering to our gurus, okay. And there you go. Now we will begin the section of the great Prahlad Maharaj from the seventh canto of the Srimad Bhagavatam. So, Srimad Bhagavatam is the pinnacle of all the Vedic scriptures, which was written by Maharishi Vyasdev when he reached the pinnacle of his spiritual maturity. It is also known as Amalam Puranam, the spotless Puran. It is also known as the Paramhamsa Samhita, which is the scriptures, which is the scripture which is studied by the Paramhamsas, which who are extremely pure and who have no ulterior motives, right? So this is the seventh canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, the ninth chapter. This the ninth chapter is very interesting because here Narad Muni is explaining how Lord Narsinghdev, who is also one of the avatars of Vishnu when he appeared, how this Hiranyakashipu was killed, who was one of the demons, and then we have Prahlad Maharaj, who was the son of Hiranyakashipu, who was also a demon officially, but he is one of the 12 Mahajans, all right, Prahlad Maharaj. So, why we are studying about Prahlad Maharaj today? Because he really exemplifies the devotion that he had towards Narad Muni, who was also his guru. And he had learned from Narad Muni when he was in the womb of his mother Kayadhu. So Kayadhu was taken to the ashram of Narad Muni, and she had Prahlad in her womb. And then when Narad Muni would discuss about spiritual topics, then she would listen, and Prahlad Maharaj would be in her womb, and he would listen. The same way Abhimanyu was in the womb of Subhadra, and he had learned how to break the Chakravyuh formation. Okay, so therefore he really exemplifies this quality of smaranam, which means smaranam means to think about God. So he always used to think about Lord Vishnu 24 hours, 24 by 7. So he's the only character who would exemplify this 24 by 7, right? Nothing in nothing of this world is 24 by 7. It is only Prahlad Maharaj, if anybody is, right? Even when he was sleeping, he was used to be 100% God conscious, right? So uh, and why did this happen? Because he was very much submissive and obedient to his spiritual master Narad Muni, and we will see that today. Okay, and yes, I forgot to say something in the beginning, that this Guru Parampara, the tradition of the Gurus, this Lord Krishna himself speaks in the Bhagavad Gita. Tad vidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshanti te jnanam jnaninas tattvadarshinaha. Lord Krishna says to Arjuna that first you render service, tad vidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya. Then you inquire submissively from the Guru. Upadekchanti te jnanam jnaninas tattvadarshina. They are tattvadarshis, which means they have seen the truth. Okay, they have seen God. It's not just some mere seeing, but they are fully realized in the greatness of God. Right. So that is why, therefore, it is very essential to pay our respects and our reverence to our gurus, especially on the day of Guru Purnima. Right. So many times people say, "Oh, this Guru Parampara tradition has no scriptural basis." Not that's pure nonsense. I mean, Lord Krishna himself is telling in the Bhagavad Gita, and he, Lord Ram, they have had exemplified this tradition. Okay, so now we go to the ninth chapter from the seventh canto. The name of the chapter is Prahlad pacifies Lord Narsingdev with prayers. So by this time, Hiranyakashipu is killed by Prahlad, by Lord Narsingdev, and Lord Narsingdev is very angry. Right, his anger is so loud that it's appearing as if he will burn the entire universe. Right, and I could not do a video on Nursing Chaturdashi, so I thought it is a good time to combine both. Nursing Chaturdashi was almost 2 months back, so better late than never. Okay, so the great sage Narad Muni continued. So Narad Muni is narrating this story. The demigods headed by Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, and other great demigods dare not come before the Lord, who at that time was extremely angry. Lord Nrsimhadev was very angry. Why was he angry? Because Hiranyakashipu had tortured this 5-year-old boy Prahlad Maharaj, and even after killing him, ripping him apart totally, Narsingdev's anger was like never ending. The goddess of fortune, Lakshmiji, was requested to go before the Lord by all the demigods present, who, because of fear, could not do so. But even she had never seen such a wonderful and extraordinary form of the Lord, and thus she could not approach him. So, the Devatas, headed by Brahma, Shiva, and all others like Indra, Chandra, Varuna, they requested Lakshmiji. Lakshmiji is the eternal consort of Lord Vishnu. So she was requested that please go and pacify your husband, all right? But she was also very fearful because he was looking so angry. She could not go actually. Thereafter, Lord Brahma requested Prahlad Maharaj, who was standing very near to him, "My dear son, Lord Narsingdev is extremely angry at your demoniac father. Please go forward and appease the Lord." So Lord Brahma requested Prahlad Maharaj now that yes, it is because of you that Lord Narsingdev appeared. So please go and pacify him now, because none of us are able to do so, not even Lakshmiji, what to speak of others. Narad Muni continued, "O king, although the exalted devotee Prahlad Maharaj was only a little boy, he accepted Lord Brahma's words. He gradually proceeded toward Lord Narsingdev and fell down to offer his respectful obeisances with folded hands." Interesting. Again, you see, he is Brahmaji is like behaving like his guru at this point, because Brahmaji is the guru of Narad Muni, so he's like his great guru. Okay, like we have grandfather, like great grandfather, something like this. So he's Brahmaji is like the guru of his guru. Okay, because Narad Muni is directly the Manas Putra of Lord Brahma, and Prahlad is directly his disciple. Okay, so he's like his grand disciple. Okay. Narad Muni continued, "All right, so Prahlad Maharaj accepted the instruction of Lord Brahma, and then he proceeded towards towards Lord Narsingdev." Okay, and now when Lord Narsingdev, text number 5, when Lord Narsingdev saw the small boy Prahlad Maharaj prostrated at the soles of his lotus feet, he became most ecstatic in affection towards his devotee. Raising Prahlad, the Lord placed his lotus hand upon the boy's head, because his hand is always ready to create fearlessness in all of his devotees. By the touch of Lord Narsingdev's hand on Prahlad Maharaj's head, Prahlad was completely freed of all material contaminations and desires, as if he had been thoroughly cleansed. Therefore, he at once became transcendentally situated, and all the symptoms of ecstasy became manifest in his body, his heart filled with love and his eyes with tears, and thus he was able to completely capture the lotus feet of the Lord within the core of this heart. Very beautiful. Prahlad Maharaj fixed his mind and sight upon Lord Narsingdev. Mind and sight, both. Mind and sight upon Lord Narsingdev with full attention in complete trance. With a fixed mind, he began to offer prayers in love with a faltering voice. Why was his voice faltering? Because he was choked up and he was not able to speak. His body was filled with all the 8 symptoms of ecstasy, Ashtasattvic Mahavikar, which happens when you obtain very high levels of spiritual awareness. Okay, only then that happens. So that is why he was not able to speak. Okay, he was like speechless. But then he began to offer prayers. Prahlad Maharaj prayed, "How is it possible for me, who have been born in a family of asuras, to offer suitable prayers to satisfy the supreme personality of Godhead? Even until now, all the demigods headed by Lord Brahma and all the saintly persons could not satisfy the Lord by streams of excellent words. Although such persons are very qualified, being in the mode of goodness, then what is to be said of me? I am not at all qualified." So Prahlad Maharaj is taking a very humble position here. He is telling that Oh yeah, I am just a person demoniac, born in a demoniac family. How can I go and pacify Lord Narsinghdev? It's not possible. Prahlad Maharaj continued, one may possess wealth, aristocratic family, beauty, austerity, education, sensory expertise, luster, influence, physical strength, diligence, intelligence, mystic yogic power, but I think that even by all these qualifications, one cannot satisfy the Supreme Personality of Godhead. However, one can satisfy the Lord by simply by devotional service. Gajendra did this, and thus the Lord was satisfied with him. Gajendra, yes, we all know about him, right? So there are these qualifications which are very much sought after in this material world, like aristocratic family, wealth, beauty, austerity, education. Anybody who has these becomes very famous. You see, luster, influence, physical strength, diligence, intelligence, mystic, yogic power. But I think that even by all these qualifications, one cannot satisfy the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Only by devotional service, like Gajendra, you can actually satisfy Lord Vishnu. Only by love and by having devotion towards him, you can actually satisfy him. If a Brahmana has all 12 of the Brahminical qualifications, but is not a devotee and is averse to the lotus feet of the Lord, he is certainly lower than a devotee who is a dog eater, but who has dedicated everything mind, word, activities, wealth, and life to the Supreme Lord. Such a devotee is better than a Brahmana because the devotee can purify his whole family, whereas the so called Brahmana is in a position of false prestige who cannot purify even himself. Wow, incredible. Then the Supreme Lord, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is always fully satisfied in Himself. Therefore, when something is offered to Him, the offering by the Lord's mercy is for the benefit of the devotee. For the Lord does not need service from anyone. To give an example, if one's face is decorated, the reflection of one's face in a mirror is also seen to be decorated. So, Prahlad Maharaj is indicating here that if you please God, then you please yourself automatically, right? Because if you decorate yourself, then you see yourself in the mirror, that face is already decorated. Okay, but it's not the other way around. If you decorate your face in the mirror, it doesn't mean that your face is getting that decoration, right? So it doesn't mean the other way around. Although I was born in a demoniac family, I may without a doubt offer prayers to the Lord with full endeavor as far as my intelligence allows. Anyone who has been forced by ignorance to enter the material world may be purified of material life if he offers prayers to Lord and hears the Lord's glories. Right. So Prahlad Maharaj is he has this mood of being very contaminated because he's born in such a demonic family. But although he was born in a demoniac family, by the grace of God, he was not demoniac himself. Okay. But he's taking this humble position because the more elevated somebody is, the more degraded he or she feels about himself, okay, or herself, contrary to what is seen in the material world. The more you have, the more you boast, oh, I don't need him, I don't need her, I don't need anybody, I'm all in all, it's like I'm the boss here, okay. So therefore he is not saying like this. He's saying that how can I be qualified to even go to Lord Nursing Dev, okay. And this boy is making another prayer now. O Lord Nrsimhadev, please therefore cease your anger now that my father, the great demon Hiranyakashipu, has been killed, since even saintly persons take pleasure in the killing of a scorpion or a snake. All the worlds have achieved great satisfaction because of the death of this demon. Now they are confident of their happiness, and they will always remember your auspicious incarnation in order to be free from fear. Wow, very strong statements here. Even saintly persons are take pleasure in the killing of a scorpion or a snake, because why? They are always going on harming others. And if you see a snake or a scorpion, even if you don't have any fault, they will still come and bite you sometimes. And now that Hiranyakashipu is killed, Prahlad Maharaj is requesting Lord Nrsimhadev that please give up your anger. Because all the three worlds, the upper planetary systems, the Bhuloka and the lower planetary systems, the 14 planetary realms are now free from fear. Okay, therefore, now please give up your fear. Okay, so sorry, your anger. Right? He's requesting Lord Narsinghdev, my lord, who are never conquered by anyone. I am certainly not afraid of your ferocious mouth and tongue, your eyes bright like the sun, or your frowning eyebrows. Wow. Ferocious mouth and tongue, and your eyes bright like the sun, your frowning eyebrows. How ferocious and beautiful Lord Nrsimha's form was. He was half man, half lion. I do not fear your sharp pinching teeth, your garland of intestines, your mane soaked with blood, your high wedge like ears. Wow. Nor do I fear your tumultuous roaring, which makes elephants flee to distant places, your nails, which are meant to kill your enemies. He's describing the form of Lord Narsingdev. Lord Narsingdev had wrapped the intestines of Hiranyakashipu like a garland, like a mala. Text number 16. O most powerful, insurmountable Lord, who are kind to the fallen souls, I have been put into the association of demons. Now he's telling about himself, all right? I have been put into the association of demons as a result of my activities, and therefore I am very much afraid of my condition of life within this material world. When now, see, he's having an affirmation here. When will that moment come when you will call me to the shelter of your lotus feet, which are the ultimate goal for liberation from conditioned life? Okay. So, this is a very long chapter. He's going on offering prayers, he's going on, and we will skip this and we will go to the next chapter. Now, Prahlad Maharaj will start speaking. Okay. Sorry, Lord Narsingh, they will start speaking. So the last prayer he made was, "O my Lord, full of six opulences, O Supreme Person, O Supreme Soul, Killer of all miseries, O Supreme Person, in the most one in the form of a wonderful lion and man, let me offer my respectful obeisances unto you." Now, Lord Nrsimhadev starts speaking. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, he is the big boss speaking now. My dear Prahlad, a devotee like you never desires any kind of material opulences, either in this life or in the next. Nonetheless, I offer you to enjoy the opulences of the demons in this material world, acting as their king until the end of the duration of time occupied by Manu. So he would stay as the ruler of the demons till that Manvantara. It does not matter that you are in the material world. You should always continuously hear the instructions and messages given by me, and always be absorbed in thought of me, for I am the super soul existing in core of everyone's heart. Therefore give up fruitive activities and worship me. Fruitive activities, what does it mean? It means doing some activity with some material motivation. Okay, so he's telling that give up all the fruitive activities and just worship me. My dear Prahlad, while you are in this material world, you will exhaust the reactions of pious activity by feeling happiness. And by acting piously, you will neutralize impious activity. Wow. Because of the powerful time factor, you will give up your body, but the glories of your activities will be sung in the upper planetary systems. Being fully freed from all bondage, you will return home back to Godhead. Wow, what a blessing this is. Incredible. I wish everybody gets this benediction. One who always remembers your activities and my activities, and who chants the prayers you have offered, becomes free in due course of time from the reactions of material activities. Incredible. Prahlad Maharaj said, O Supreme Lord, because you are merciful to all the fallen souls, I ask you for one benediction, for only one benediction. I know that my father, at the time of his death, had already been purified by your glance upon him. But because of his ignorance of your beautiful power and supremacy, he was unnecessarily angry at you, falsely thinking that you were the killer of his brother Hiranyaksh. Thus, he directly blasphemed your lordship, the spiritual master of all living beings, and committed heavily sinful activities directed against me, your devotee. I wish that he be excused for these sinful activities. So he is requesting Narsinghdev to free his father, Hiranyakashipu, from all of his sins. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, "My dear Prahlad, O most pure, O great saintly person, your father has been purified along with 21 forefathers in your family. Because you were born in his family, the entire dynasty has been purified." Wow, incredible. 21 generations above and below. Incredible. Whenever and wherever there are peaceful, equipoised devotees who are well behaved and decorated with all good qualities, that place and the dynasties there, even if condemned, are purified. Wow. My dear Prahlad, king of the Daityas, because of being attached to devotional service to me, my devotee does not distinguish between lower and higher living entities. In all aspects, he is never jealous of anyone. Those who follow your example will naturally become my pure devotees. You are the best example of my devotee, and others should follow in your footsteps. My dear child, Dev is telling to Prahlad Maharaj, my dear child, your father has been completely purified just by the touch of my body at the time of his death. Nonetheless, the duty of a son is to perform the Shraddha ritualistic ceremony after his father's death, so that his father may be promoted to a planetary system where he may become a good citizen and devotee. After performing the ritualistic ceremonies, take charge of your father's kingdom. Sit upon the throne and do not be disturbed by materialistic activities. Please keep your mind fixed upon me. Without transgressing the injunctions of the Vedas as a matter of formality, you can perform your particular duties. Sri Narad Muni continues, thus, as the Supreme Personality of Godhead offered Prahlad Maharaj, performed the ritualistic ceremonies of the father, O King Yudhishthir, he was then enthroned in the kingdom of Hiranyakashipu as directed by the Brahmanas. Lord Brahma, surrounded by the other demigods, was bright faced because the Lord was pleased. Thus, he offered prayers to the Lord with transcendental words, right? So now Lord Brahma is offering prayers to Nursing Dev. It's a long list of prayers. Then Prahlad Maharaj then worshipped and offered prayers to all the demigods like Brahma, Shiva, and other Prajapatis. Prajapatis are sons, yeah, they're like directly next to Lord Brahma, who create the Praja. Praja is like the mass, the people. Thereafter, with along with Shukracharya and other great saints, Lord Brahma, whose seat is on the lotus flower, made Prahlad the king of all the demons and giants in the universe. O Yudhishthira, O King Yudhishthira, after all the demigods headed by Lord Brahma were properly worshipped by Prahlad Maharaj, they offered Prahlad their utmost benedictions and then returned to their respective abodes. Thus, the two associates of Lord Vishnu who had become Hiranyaksh and Hiranyakashipu, the sons of Diti, were both killed. By illusion, they had thought that the Supreme Lord, who is situated in everyone's heart, was their enemy. Okay, so finally, everybody left. And yes, Dev said something to Lord Brahma in between. The personality of Godhead replied. So when Brahmaji offered his prayers to Lord Dev, he said, my dear Lord Brahma, O great Lord born from the lotus flower, because Brahma is born from Garbhodakshay Vishnu directly from his navel. Just as it is dangerous to feed milk to a snake, so it is dangerous to give benedictions to demons who are by nature ferocious and jealous. I warn you not to give such benedictions to any demon again. This is his warning. Narad Muni continued, O King Yudhishthir, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is not visible to an ordinary human being, spoke in this way, instructing Lord Brahma. Then, being worshipped by Brahma, the Lord disappeared from that place. Okay. And then, as I said, Prahlad Maharaj had offered prayers to Lord Brahma, and then Lord Brahma and Shiva and all other devatas, they disappeared and they went back to their respective abodes. And this story is continuing all the time. Of course, we can go on and on reading from the Srimad Bhagavatam, but due to the interest of time, I will stop here. It's almost 50 minutes. And thank you very much once again to each one of you who had joined in this live session. Maulik Purani is saying, Sir, can you please see horoscope for free? Mithu Roy is saying, Pranam, sir. Today, no discussion on astrology and horoscopes. Maulik ji, sorry. Pramila Kushwaha, happy Guru Purnima. Thank you, Pramila ji. I wish you the same. Vipul Parak is saying, I have Shanidev in first house, Kumbh Lagna. Some other time, sir. Astrology queries. Priyanka Agarwal is saying, my marriage life is too much of misunderstanding, lot of unsaid dialogues, even with my mother, family not supporting. What should I do uh, to get rid? Well, please do it. Whatever you decide, please do it in proper consultation with your uh, uh, astrologer or your guru that you have. All right, do not whimsically decide something because you are not feeling good. But even if you make a decision to go away, make sure it's properly done with a lot of deliberation. Okay. Sagar is saying happy Guru Purnima. Thank you, Sagar ji. Astro Nikhil, namaste. Priyanka Agarwal. Bhumika Dave, happy Guru Purnima. All right, sir. Who is Sarvantar Yami Shubhina? God manifest on earth in the form of the Guru so that he can lift one up to heaven. So many shlokas in the Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, Sri Guru Gita itself shows us the divine nature of the Guru. Definitely. Thank you very much for this incredible insight. Dhirendra Srivastav is saying happy Guru Purnima. Thank you. Sonam Lokhande, hi. Thank you for the beautiful knowledge. Happy Guru Purnima. Anushka Mishra, I have learned the most valuable knowledge from Krishna. All right. Thanks to each one of you who joined. Meena Futela, Rina Ravi, Priya Chanchalik Singh, Sunshine Divine, Vandana Dubey, Manavi Gaur, Patotkach. Thank you very much. And we'll see each other again soon. Okay. Thank you very much.